Well, would you look at that? The 2024 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Veloces have arrived here in the United States. The first 2024 models, the facelifted Alfa SUVs, are finally here, and here's everything you need to know about the new Stelvio SUV for 2024. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. We're behind me here today. The first 2024s are here. Yes, the Stelvio Veloce facelift is right behind me here at Alfa Romeo of Daytona Beach here in Florida. This is the first one we've gotten, but there are more to come. So I wanted to do a detailed review on what has changed for the facelifted model, the upgrades, everything you guys know and have seen over in the European models that got these facelifts last year for 2023. Well, they're now here in the US for 2024. So with no further ado, let's go check this thing out. So it's here. This thing looks sick, and the combo that we have here today with Vesuvio gray, red calipers, black wheels, Rosso interior. I mean, wow. All right, so this is just sick. I love it already, and I'm gonna point out the big differences. Really, what I'm going to do is save you guys on the number sheets for a lot of things. It's the same Stelvio that you guys are used to when it comes to dimensions and powertrain and everything like that. Really, it's a cosmetic upgrade. So we'll talk about that in just a moment, because there's not a big price upgrade, or increase, shall I say, because of the fact that, there's not much more to it than the cosmetics. But still, the cosmetics add a lot to the car. I'm gonna have to put these side by side, old versus new, so you guys can see it. But for right now, I just want to show you guys this Stelvio Veloce all-wheel drive in front of us today. Now, they're two different vehicles, but give me a shout if you guys want to do a tonale comparison too, as we see a gray tonale right here next to this gray Stelvio. Let me know if you guys want to see that on the channel as well. I like to compare and contrast and put things side by side so you guys don't have to come here and do it yourselves. So let's talk about this. 2024, again, 2024 is for the US market. 2023, Europe got the upgrades. 2023, we did not. But we did get a special Lusso model of the Julian Stelvio, which I'm still trying to hunt down to get on the channel. Look for that coming soon. But for 2024 is when we finally get the facelifted models for the American market, and here we are. So, first thing, right up front, we know the paint color, Vesuvio gray, metallic gray paint. Very nice, right? Okay, we know that. Up front, what you will still see is Scudetto and Trilobo with that dark meat-on flavor to it. All right, this is something we're used to, per usual, for the Stelvios or for any Alfa Romeo models. All right, so that looks good. Then we start to change up the tri-LED headlamps. We've been looking for this for a long time from Alfa Romeo to upgrade their bi-xenon headlamps, and we have to look no further as we have the tri-LEDs. Now, the big thing you'll notice in the US spec is that we have to have the amber reflectors here in the States. That's just regulations, all right? So the DOT approved with the amber turn signals. Now, we do have the Alfa Romeo script right above the amber reflector there as well, and there we are, all right? But the tri-LEDs will have illuminated and all shining and flashing and all that stuff in just a moment. But you guys have seen a lot of these and what they offer in the European specs. But yeah, this changes the look of the car entirely, and they fit so well on the Stelvio. The way they integrated these these headlights into the Stelvio just looks phenomenal. Now, then we got some changes down below. This is for the Veloce models, I believe. I don't think the TI has this upgrade as far as the aggressiveness and the extra aero down beneath. As you guys can see, we've talked about this for ages when the spy photos and everything were coming up, that we saw that we had a little bit of extra something down here and a different kind of honeycomb grille compared to this honeycomb grille right here. All right, so you guys can see extra cooling for the radiator there, and you can see that it gives an extra aggressiveness as well and a sporty design. When it comes to this whole section here, you can see this piece just changes up the game for the Stelvio, and again makes it even more aggressive. So taking a step back, now that you see what you're looking at, you can see where it really shines and stands out. All right, so if I were to step back, you see it all together. Yeah, it definitely adds to it with everything going forward. Looks really nice, right? So those are your big changes in the front, and they are significant changes when it comes to the full look of the Stelvio Veloce. Now, we'll have to kind of compare and contrast when we get the TI model and Sprint model as well, but I'm pretty sure the Veloce and Competizione, you know, which is the higher trim than this one, get that look. Now, when it comes to the side profile, this thing looks so sick. Now, there's one big thing that I want to point out that is new for this year. Now, you guys know that we had the body kit, when it was done in gloss, it was a gloss Vesuvio gray, which would match what we have here. But we have a volcano black body kit on this model. So you have a metallic flake gray in the main body paint, and then you have a metallic flake black on the lower part of the body kit. I'm not sure if you can see the metallic flake in there, but it's actually metallic flake. It's not just a shiny black, it's not a plastic, it's actually a metallic flake paint. The volcano black is the same volcano black you get on any of the, you know, full body color models, and you get it on the body kit here. So that goes over the wheel wells, that goes to the back bumper, that goes down the side skirt here, and then it kind of carries over from the front wheel wells to a little bit of the front of the car. So it looks really good, but you guys can see kind of, my camera's not going to do it justice, but yeah, that is a metallic color for the body kit. That much needed, looks really cool, and I didn't know I needed it until I saw it. There's another thing, the mirror caps, they're not just gloss black, they are also volcano black, so they are metallic just like the body kit. So this is a good way for you to tell that you see the flake in that, that's the same as on the body kit. And again, normally they were just done in a gloss dark maroon black. Not this year, they're actually a volcano black paint. That looks really sick. All right, then we have the Veloce badge. You guys know that because that lets you know what trim level we're working with. One of the top trims, but again, the Competizione is above this. Then we have the 21-inch dark maroon 5-hole wheels. Monochrome center cap, red calipers, white script. How cool does this look with this whole spec? The symmetry is incredible. I haven't even gotten to other parts of the car, but just looking at it from here, the symmetry looks good. And to add to that symmetry, you have gloss black window moldings. All right, that always looks wonderful. Gloss black roof rails and a completely glass roof with the gloss black shark fin antenna because we have the panel roof on this model. So then again, knowing all of what you know, take a look, a step back and look at it all together. How sick is that? Yeah, they really amped it up a little bit this year, didn't they? Wow, this thing looks sick. Now to add to the fun, we got to check out the rear because we have new clear taillights. Now we've seen clear taillights on Alfas before, older models that were higher trim models like the TI Sport Carbon package and like the Quadrifoglio models. But now they're bringing them to everyday Alfas and giving us the clear taillight look with the LED surround that looks so much better, all right, when it's going over the center red, or sorry, over the sides in red, and then in the center you have the clear look. That looks so much better. We'll have them illuminated in just a moment. And obviously American spec, we have to have the reflector there, and it has to be in red for the rear on the brake lights. So that is another thing that we have to have here for sure. Stelvio badge there, the Alfa Romeo insignia right there in the center. Q4 badge, we are working with an intelligent all-wheel drive system. And then the rear gives us the Vesuvio gray body kit, or sorry, and then the rear. Actually, let me come around to this side because, again, I was touting that volcano black body kit, and you can see it a lot better over here. So you can see that flake going all the way through the rear of the bumper with the diffuser and shark fin down there to give it a more aggressive look, and the dark maroon exhaust tips. All right, so yeah, that looks good with the honeycomb grill over it. Take a step back, look at all of it together. It's so aggressive. Man, it's giving the Stelvio just such a sporty vibe. Let's take another spin around this thing so you guys can see it, because the exterior of the Veloce trim is crazy. I love the way that this looks. And then with the, like I said, the lighting units, and you have those illuminated, it just adds a different flair to it. I definitely want to see this done up in black. So once we get a black one, I'll definitely have that on the channel. But Guys, I'm in love with what I see so far. Now we know what's under the hood, but just to give you guys a refresher, let's spout off a few numbers. Inline 4-cylinder, 2-liter, all right, same power as before. 280 horses, 306 pound-feet of torque. So that's going to give you a 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds and a top speed of 144 miles per hour. And that's with this model, the Veloce. Obviously, the TI and Sprint will do the same, but when it comes to the Quadrifoglio, we know that that's a completely different beast. Now, we do have state-of-the-art technology like with torque vectoring for the rear differential. We have the Alfa Romeo DIDNT Pro drive mode selector, and for the Stelvio Quadrifoglio, you have race mode. We know what that does. And then we also have this paired with the Q4 all-wheel drive system and the ZF transmission. That is an 8-speed. So keep in mind, we do have some great things with that carbon fiber drive shaft, 50-50 weight distribution. It gives this Stelvio Veloce, you know, the driving dynamics that it needs to be the sportiest SUV in its class. So with that said, let's take a listen to what we have under this hood. Fuel economy is as expected, 24 combined city and highway, 22 city, 28 for the highway, and that is on premium fuel, all right? Premium high octane there, as you guys can see. So make sure you put premium in these compared to the Tonale. I told you could just put regular unleaded in there. Premium fuel for the Stelvio. And keep in mind that you do have different drive modes. Depending on which one you use is how your fuel economy numbers will play out. You guys know all about the cargo space. We've seen it before, but let's pop it open. And since I have the key fob on me, I can do the kick sensor right down the middle. It detects my motion on the way out and lifts up the trunk or boot. Now, again, we've seen this before. 40, 20, 40 for the rear folding seats. When all folded down, we're around 55 cubic feet of space. We have a front plate kit here, just in case you live in a state or city that requires a front license plate. You also have your floor mats here. All right, fuse box, I believe, is right there on the right. And then your controls for your seats, so you can pull these down. All right, you can pull the middle down with this here. You have your privacy shade here. All right, that just connects there. We won't do that right this second. And then our false floor, if I move everything here accordingly, I can lift this up. And we see, well, we got a little bit of extra room for storage, right? We have a tire inflate kit here. We have a screwdriver, a tow hook, and in the center, we have our battery. We do have a 50-50 weight distribution here. Alfa Romeo sets it up really good with the carbon fiber drive shaft. We're all set to go. Very practical per usual. That's the great thing about this, is the Giorgio platform was so good that they didn't need to change much when it came to things like this. It's just a couple of cosmetics and you help wrap up an already great package. Now we have to see these all illuminated, right? We got the new tri-LEDs, so let's check them out. So again, you can see the switch back there. You can see they go from amber to bright white. And then you can see the LED headlamp down there as well. We're gonna have to get a better look at these at nighttime for sure, because these look menacing with the black insides and then the lighting throughout the head unit. Looks really cool, right? All right, then we have the amber turn signal right here in the volcano black mirror cap. You guys can kind of see. And then going to the back, we have the rear tails with the indicator on the side there, and then illuminated with the LED surround, and it looks so good. It's such an upgrade from what we're used to. Now, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, because when you subscribe and like the videos, it helps grow the channel, and I get more opportunities to get more beautiful Alfa Romeos like this facelifted 2024 Stelvio behind me here today. Now we have to go inside and see what's new for the 2024 model year. You guys already know what we got going on here, but this spec, the Vesuvio gray with the volcano black body kit and the red calipers, black wheels, red guts with black extended leather. I mean, come on, this spec is incredible. Before we get in, obviously, aluminum gas and brake pedal, Alfa Romeo side sill, done in aluminum. We have our extended leather package, which gives us, our interior and sound package, which gives us the extended leather done here in black, the stitching throughout, the Harman Kardon sound system as well, and then we have the aluminum flavor for the trim, and then the aluminum door handles, another speaker down below. and then your seat memory controls, and window switches with mirror controls on the door paneling. Then we swoop over to our heated, not ventilated, it's not the Tonale, heated seats, but they are sport seats, perforated leather, extra thigh support, all right, and again, heated, but they are not ventilated for this model year. Okay, it's not the same as the Tonale where it has heated and cooled seats. Now, inside, very familiar because not much has changed, but this. Yeah, that's a digital speedo, and we know that again from the Tonale. And we have 3 different layouts for this digital speedo. All right, so we're in 1, 2, and 3. Now, I think in the Tonale video I said that this one right here was my favorite. Gives it a more classic vibe, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Same leather wrap steering wheel, flat bottom, perforated leather, big aluminum column mounted paddle shifters, our driver assistance controls. This is a newer button because it's a menu control for this here, for the digital speedo. And then we have our radio controls over here as well. Start stop button, more importantly, on the steering wheel. All right, our lighting controls over here, our parking assist sensors. And we also have our start stop button over here as well. Again, classic Alfa Romeo that you guys are used to when it comes to these buttons and layouts. So that's the same. Turbine vents, extended leather right up top. All right, so leather dash with the stitching to go throughout. Then we have leather all throughout, aluminum going through the center. We have the plastic over the glove box here, and this whole part here done in plastic. And you can see the glove box there. We have in our same infotainment system that we're used to before, Alfa's in-house system. You guys are going to wonder why we don't have Uconnect 5, which is, you know, Stellantis' latest infotainment. And I've mentioned this in several videos before, but this is the first time I get to actually explain it in a 2024 model year. The Tonale over there, that has Uconnect 5 and a new whole technology system with Alexa and everything that you see in Maseratis and now in the Tonale. Reason being that this does not have that system is because it would have cost $80 million for the R&D to crash test and redesign the center console. You guys keep in mind that this platform is on its way out and will be replaced in about 2.5 years. So $80 million, I mean, that's like $40 million a year if you average it out. To have this for 2 years, it didn't make sense. So you guys can deal with this. This is not bad. It's just not the newest and latest thing. So you guys can deal with this infotainment system, again, which isn't bad. It's a little laggy, but it's Alfa's in-house system. It's better used when you use the actual dial here because, watch, you'll see how fluently that moves over. Yeah, so you can see how I was dragging it on the touchscreen versus the dial. But again, it's not bad. It's just that it's not getting the new stuff. Then you have the HVAC vents here. Hazard button. You have your dual zone climate control here with the heated seats here and the heated steering wheel. So you guys can see it there. All right, so we have that per usual. You can see our USB 2.0, 12-volt plug-in, cup holders, and for the Stelvio, you actually have a door with aluminum trim all the way throughout. 2-track system, all right, for your drive mode selector, so you can either use the paddle shifters or you can use this to upshift and downshift. If I want to go into reverse, we still got the same camera for this model because we don't have the new system in this, so this is, again, what you guys are used to for Alfa Romeo models when it comes to all of that. Park here, electric parking brake, place to set our key fob, radio controls, and our Alfa Romeo DIDNT drive mode selector. So we're in natural, everyday driving. So this is going to be bumper-to-bumper traffic. I'll go back to that. So that's your natural mode, all right? And then advanced efficiency, that's going to be for your, you know, fuel economy and saving and cruise control and highway driving. And then dynamic, that is going to give you the most throttle response. You're going to have the most fun. It's going to be your most aggressive driving mode, give you the most selection and, you know, control of the car. You also have your Italian flag here. This boot or shift knob is leather, and it has perforated leather there as well. You also have the wireless charger, which I'm currently using for my phone right there. And then you have the USB 2.0 and USB-C charging with the aux cable. Your key fob transmitter there, so you guys can charge your key. Or not charge your key, sorry. Your key fob transmitter there, just in case your RF transmitter battery runs out and you need to communicate with the car to start it. There we go. I was getting a little ahead of myself there. Besides all of that, you guys know this car. You guys know everything that's in it. Big panel roof, letting in a lot of natural light. We have up top here our dome light, our trunk, all right, our panel roof. We have our pedal lights, SOS, all that stuff here. All right, and then the home link for your garage doors. You guys know the rest of this car. All right, now, coming back to this, we have the 3 different layouts. We have information we can change in the center by using this button here. So you can see, I can press that and it shows right there in the center, performance. That's our performance page, but then we have our speedometer there, and we have our stored messages. We have our driver assist systems, and we're back to performance. Now for the Tonale, you got a little bit more because it has different technology in it. So, you know, you're gonna have a little bit more, it's gonna be a little bit more intuitive and packed with technology when it comes to different things you can do with the, you know, speedo and everything here. But this is just fine. I know a lot of people, some like the analog gauges, so they're not gonna like this change the best, but it's for the better, all right? This is where we're moving as far as vehicles go. And digital is king. So it's really Alfa Romeo adapting to what the trends are, where we're moving forward, and not being left behind, because you know the Italians, they move at their own slow pace, and sometimes they're left behind in a lot of things. So granted that we don't necessarily have the latest technology and up-to-date technology here, they did make strides to go here. Again, I mean, think about how long it took for us to get LED headlamps and Alfa Romeo models. So they have to move forward and they have to adapt or die. That's one of the big things here. So you can't be mad at that for missing out on certain things like analog gauges and things that you're used to, because those are things of the past. There are still Alfa Romeo models with those out there. So if you want them, I suggest you go get them. In the rear, we also have the same love that we're used to when it comes to the whole setup. So you guys can see a Rosso leather interior, the perforated sport seats here. All right, done looking very nice. You also have on the door paneling like before, Nero leather. We also have the stitching done there as well, aluminum trim, aluminum door handle, and our speakers as well, but no aluminum speaker in the rear, just 2 speakers on the door paneling. Now we also have inside extra storage on the front seat via the net, our turbine vents when it comes to HVAC. We do have heated seats back here, so you can see the heated seat controls and 2 USB ports down there as well. And then the armrest here with a couple of cup holders. So what we're used to in Alfa Romeo models moving forward, the same thing in 2024. Nice lighting from the roof, and just a good overall place to be when it comes to the rear seat of a Stelvio. So for 2024, what are we looking at for the total pricing breakdown for the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Veloce all-wheel drive? Well, this year we start off at $49,725 before options. Then that standard price carries over after adding options and the $1,595 destination charge, and it gives you $59,205. So not too bad for the 2024 model year. Now, what do we get as far as options goes? Well, Vesuvio gray metallic paint, that's $660. We also have the $750 red leather sport seats. Definitely worth it in my opinion. Now the Veloce package for the Veloce all-wheel drive is $1,800, and that gives you the Volcano Gloss Black Body Kit, black for once, not Vesuvio gray this time, but actually black, power adjustable seat bolsters, limited slip differential, 8-way power adjustable front passenger seat, sporty rear diffuser, the Miron Black V Scudetto grille, aluminum steering column mounted paddle shifters. That's your Veloce all-wheel drive package. Then you have the premium interior and sound package at $2225. Now that's the 14-speaker Harman Kardon system. All right, for the audio, you have the leather dash and upper doors. That's your interior and sound package. Now your Active Assist Plus package at $700 gives you your traffic sign information, active driving assist systems, lane keep assist, intelligent speed assist, traffic sign recognition, active blind spot assist, driver attention, driver attention alert, advanced vehicle anti-theft system, and your Alpha Connect services for a trial. All right, so then you have your 21-inch dark 5-hole aluminum wheels at $1,750, and that comes with the 255/40 R21 all-season tires, and you have the gloss red calipers with white script. That is your options for the 2024 model year. What do you guys think? Now, this is what comes standard on the Veloce for 2024. Let's see if I can get that to get in there good with the shadows. That's everything that comes standard. Now, again, the biggest things here are the tri-LED headlamps, All right, the biggest thing is the gloss black body kit. Another big thing is the clear tail lamps. And then the biggest thing in the inside is the digital instrument panel, or speedo. Those are going to be the big things that you get for the 2024 model year over the 2023s. And again, it is 2024 here in the United States, all right, not 2023s. 2023s, we had the regular ones, as you guys have seen on the channel. 2024, we finally got our facelift, and was it worth it for you guys? All right, guys, so what did you think about the facelifted 2024 Stelvio Veloce? All right, so we got new headlights, a new body kit color, a new front fascia. We have new clear tail LEDs, or clear LED tails, and then we have our digital speedo in the inside. Those are some new things we have. Now, we're not gonna have some things that we had in the previous years, like some colors and options won't be there. But for what we have here today, what are you guys thinking about the 2024 Veloce model, facelifted and ready to go for the next 2 years until we get, hopefully, or supposedly, a redesigned electric model Alfa Romeo for the Julian Stelvio? Let's talk about that later on. But with that said, what do you guys think about the Stelvio Veloce for 2024? Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did want to help further support the channel, give the video a big thumbs up. Check the links down in the description where I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and my Patreon, just in case you guys want to donate an extra $1 or $2 to the channel. Appreciate the love, guys. Thank you so much. You guys can also check out the Rise merch and social media links down in the description below. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, you guys be blessed. Have a great day. And we will talk to you guys in the next Rise video. Peace.